Okay.
All right, thanks for being here, everybody. I'd like to call to order the Public Utility Commission meeting for Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. Michelle, could we please start with the roll call?
Okie dokie. Time Bystricky,
Here.
Andy Hayes,
Here.
Joyce Hall,
Here.
Dave Preisel,
Here.
Susie Corum, Pat Nolan,
Here.
and Scott Snyder.
All right,
Okay, we do have a quorum.
thank you very much. Second thing on the agenda is just approval from last month's meeting, the minutes. Everybody get a chance to look those over. Is there anything to talk about?
Move to
Motion
approve.
to approve.
Uh, Thank you, Joyce, for that. I have a second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Andy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right. We'll approve that. We got a bunch of well, we have one proposal on new business then. For the well number 3 rehab. We had 3 proposals there, Kip.
Yep. Okay. So in your packet, we went out for proposals. This is a budgeted item. We did go out for proposals for well 3 to have that reconditioned this fall. We did get 3 proposals back: municipal well and pump, CTW Corporation, and Keys Well Drilling. You can see the proposals that they sent to us. Again, this is purely for taking it out, pulling it, putting it back in. We have no idea what we're going to find, obviously, with it being, a couple 100 feet in the ground, until we pull it out. So my suggestion is to go with municipal well and pump. We've used them numerous times in the past couple of years. They do a great job for us. So I would recommend going with municipal well and pump for $22,214.
I'll make that motion to go with municipal and pump for 22,214.
Second.
Thank you very much. I just lost my screen there. There you guys are. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Go with Kip's recommendation, municipal well and pump. Then we had a bunch of pay applications. The first one was pay app number 5 from Mark and Johnson for the service center edition.
Yep. So in your packet again, pay application number 5 in the amount of $513,868.15. You can see the application for payment. You can see the continuation sheet of what they are asking to be paid for, and it has been established that what they're asking for is truly what they should be paid for. So that has been done. So I am recommending the payment of $513,868.15.
Wonderful.
Move to approve.
Second.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we'll approve that. The next one is a pay application to wrap up that 11th Street project.
Yep. So pay application number 2. It's the final pay application from Visual Sewer for the grout work on 11th and Green, in the amount of $37,921.15. And just for note that the final contract did come in under budget by $11,304. So we are recommending payment. All the paperwork is in there. We are recommending payment to close that project out.
Great. I think that's what we noticed, not last month, but the month before, right? When we noticed it was a little bit less coming in. So
Yep.
that would wrap that up nicely.
Yep.
Okay, move to approve.
Thank you, Joyce.
Second.
Thank you, David. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Wonderful. A couple from Viking then for painting it, but Deer Path, I assume these both are from Deer Path?
Yes, yeah, the next two are actually application number 4 and number 5. We'll just start with application number 4. Viking Industrial Painting application for payment in the amount of $233,392.50. That has been, approved through SEH, that the work has been completed. So I am recommending the payment of $233,392.50.
And that project's all the way done with the painting, right?
That project is all the way done with the exception of carriers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move to approve.
Thank you, Joyce.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor for number 4?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And then number 5, the second one from Viking Painting.
So, excuse me, application for payment number 5. Sorry about that. From Viking Industrial Painting in the amount of $28,400. It does not, we usually hold back. The paperwork didn't come out that great, so I really apologize for that. But there is a retainage that we do hold on that for a while, just so we know everything's holding up and whatnot. I'm sorry that the paperwork didn't come out right. I didn't even notice it when I printed it, but or maybe it's coming out okay on your guys' end.
That was my one question. Like, is there still that 5% retainage on
There
there?
should be there should be a retainage on there too. You just might not. I'm not sure if you're seeing it. I'm
You're
not seeing
seeing
it
it
on
the contractor's application for payment number 5.
Yep.
Yeah, when I
on
printed mine
line
off, it
9.
didn't print right, and I
Okay.
don't have it up on my screen. Just look here.
Well, the letter from SEH says it provides a retainage, so.
Move to approve.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
46.
Second.
Thank you, guys. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, well,
Okay,
approve
so just
payment number
to
5.
clarify on that, yeah, I did find it too. So this was an application for the 28,400, which is off just a little bit on application number on the payment number 4. It's probably a little over 130, 140,000 that we still retain on that. So
Okay, well, we just approved that, so.
Okay.
Number 4 then is your project updates.
Yep,
Status
project
reports.
updates. Obviously the Deer Path Tower, which we just kind of real briefly talked about, is complete and online. I'm got some emails in to see when them carriers are going to start getting back up there. I want them up there as soon as possible, just so we can get that completely wrapped up. The service center addition, there is some in your packet. Obviously there's some, did I even include them? I did not. My mistake. All right. Well, it's going really good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So yeah, it is. It's moving along great. Obviously, the roof is on. Well, not the entire roof, but it's pretty much covered. Today they were in putting the upper windows in. I believe next Wednesday is when they're going to be pouring the floor. So yeah, things are moving along really, really good on that. So very happy with that project so far. Just back to the update, we are in the generators that we purchased earlier this year. We're getting around to them finally now that we're getting them installed. Generators well 4 and 5 are being installed. We are actually going to be setting all the generators and getting everything lined up. Number 5 will be 100% complete this year. Number 4, we're about $30,000 short in our budget. So we are just going to set the generator. We're going to get everything in, and then next year we'll budget for the wiring and the hookup, the transfer switches, everything else that we need. So so they'll be set this year. only one of them will be operational this year. We'll get the other one in next year's budget and get that tied up. So that'll be great once we get that done. And then just an update on the acquisition with the Village of North Hudson. We have received the PSC authorization to acquire the village water and wastewater systems. The agreements are complete and ready for discussion and signatures once we complete the following. Ehlers is our financial people for the city. They do our audits, different things like that. Ehlers will be giving a presentation on the transfer of debt from the village to the utility or the city as part of the acquisition in the next coming weeks. It'll probably be at our next October meeting. Ehlers will just be on. They'll just give a presentation. I believe it's right around $640,000 that we are going to be acquiring from the village. It was part of their Highway 35 project when they put the new water main and things like that in. So we will be acquiring that debt. Other than that, there's no other debt that we will be acquiring from them. We do have to confirm some right-of-way and easements that will need to be transferred. We got to compile some attachments, some maps, equipment lists, easement locations, and different things like that as part of the exhibits of those agreements. Email approvals from DNR Water Division and DNR Wastewater Division that no authorization is needed from DNR. I've already got the Water Division. Just waiting on the Wastewater Division one yet, and we're not anticipating any authorizations from them. Because we did have that meeting with the DNR and the PSC back in January of this year. So, and they said that there's no authorizations from them. Basically, just let them know when it happens and send them copies of all the paperwork that we have, just so they have it for file. And then lastly would be the presentations to the PUC and City Council for approval. And between the city and the village in our discussions, we have tentatively set a transfer date of January 1st, 2026 for this to happen. So, and along that, we'll also be sending out letters or some sort of communication from the utility, from the village to the village residents, just informing them of this change. That officially we will be acquiring the entire water and wastewater system type thing. So we will do a little bit of a PR thing just to get it out there, just so everybody kind of knows. So other than that, that is my update.
Do you know what the interest rate is on the debt?
They got, I believe it's clean. I believe it's like a clean water fund or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Ehlers would have all that information when they do the presentation.
So we're just going to take over the payments?
Well, it's not that. Yes. In a way, yes, that's what's going to happen. Because they can't just transfer the note back to us. Let me just let Ehlers explain it. How about that?
Okay.
We have it worked out, and it's simple. But when it comes to finances, I'd rather have Ehlers explain how that's all going to work.
No, I get it. I mean, if they transferred it.
Yeah, it's something to do with and you can't, the payoff date or the early payoff date is like 2029, and there's nothing we can do with it until then.
Mhm.
But I believe it was going to be set up where, we make the payment to the village or somehow like that. But we would end up acquiring that payment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then after 2029, we can make the decision if we just pay it off or whatever we want to do with it. So, or just continue it. So, okay.
Okay. Thank you, Kip. Number 5 is just other business for informational purposes on the upcoming agenda.
Yeah, I didn't have anything other than just for everybody's information. We did, like I was talking about off camera earlier, we do have a water break on 2nd and Cooley that happened about noon today, and we're well aware of it. So we do appreciate all the phone calls that we got. We definitely do. But we are well aware of it. Staff was on site, this afternoon, getting everything kind of ready and set up, and they will start opening that up tomorrow and repairing that water main break down right at 2nd and Cooley. So we couldn't ask for a better intersection to have it in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, one of the busiest intersections in town, but
yeah,
I don't get to pick where they pop. So,
So
But-
how long will it take you to,
It'll
Fix it.
be an all day thing for sure.
oh, okay, so
Oh, yeah.
possibly done by tomorrow night or?
Possibly done. We'll have water back on by tomorrow night, but the
Okay.
detours, I mean, there's gonna be detours set up. The guys are coming in about 4 o'clock tomorrow morning to get detours set up and all that, everything that we need for traffic.
Mhm.
Traffic control is gonna be the biggest issue that we're gonna face down there, is just getting everybody through. So, but Public Works is working with us. They're gonna do the flashing lights, change so the green and red stop, the stop and go lights are just gonna be flashing during this event, obviously, because we can't have certain left-hand turns and different things like that. So, but just so everybody's aware, we are aware of it and we will be working on that tomorrow.
So the break is right in the middle of the intersection?
Right in the middle of the intersection. Yep. You almost couldn't have put a dot in the middle of the intersection any closer.
Okay,
So,
so yeah, so that means digging up the asphalt and.
oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
it's a full blown dig. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, so you might be able to get the water going, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
replacing the
obviously,
roadway is gonna take a little more
obviously,
time.
it'll be patched as soon as possible. Obviously, with being that busy of an intersection, we'll get that patch back in. But I'm assuming it's going to be gravel for at least a week. Would be my hope. So,
Yeah.
All right,
Do
that's
the
all
best
I
you
had.
can.
Good luck with that.
yeah, thank
Yep.
you. Anybody wants to come down, they more than welcome.
It shouldn't affect me in Madison at all, should it?
Nah, I hope not. Yeah, so that's all I had for other information.
Okay. And then we had the utility cash reports.
Yep, cash reports
Yep.
are in your packet just for your information and review.
Did anybody have anything that they wanted to ask about or talk about on those?
No.
And then we have our usual utility payables for the month. Was there anything that jumped out at anybody on that?
No.
Do I have a motion to approve those payables?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Thank you, David. All in favor of approving the payables?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
There you go. Now you can get back to your swimming.
Yes, thank you very much. If there's anything else, we'll be adjourned.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, David. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a good evening.